The Palestinian government denounced a growing environmental and health crisis in Gaza due to the ongoing Israeli blockade. Authorities said Israel's refusal to allow gas into the occupied territory forced many families to use tree branches for cooking and heating. According to data, these situations seriously affected the vegetation cover, which represents the lungs of the city and a source for improving air quality, causing high pollution rates, aggravating health risks, especially for children and the elderly, exposing them to serious airborne diseases. Authorities call on the international community and humanitarian organizations to intervene urgently to mitigate the environmental and health damage. And also in Gaza, Israeli forces killed at least 70 Palestinians early this November 17th in a new attack against Rafah and Beirut refugee camp. Dozens of Palestinians were killed or injured following an Israeli airstrike on a residential building in the besieged town of Beit Lahaya, which, according to local sources, sheltered 70 displaced people. Initial reports suggest that the airstrike carried out by Israeli fighter jets caused extensive damage to the building, which collapsed, causing a significant number of casualties among innocent civilians, including children and women. The precise number of casualties is still unknown, as rescue teams are unable to reach the area of the attack due to the extensive destruction and continued Israeli airstrikes. And in Europe, several countries united in a massive demonstration to denounce the Israeli genocide against citizens of the Gaza Strip. According to various media reports, thousands of people participated in rallies organized in Turkey, Norway, Austria, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, and Italy, condemning the crimes against humanity committed by Zionist troops in Palestine. Participants also demanded a ceasefire and the entry of humanitarian aid into the country. Furthermore, they also called for an end to double standards and the need to bring the Israeli occupation to justice for its massacres against the Palestinian people, especially against women and children. And in Brazil, citizens mobilized in the city of Rio de Janeiro in solidarity with the people of Palestine within the framework of the meeting between the heads of states of the G20. During the activity, the mobilized people raised their voice for the thousands of victims killed by Israel in the Gaza Strip since October 7, 2023. They also held the G20 member countries responsible for the massacre for not taking concrete measures to demand a ceasefire and to guarantee the stability of the region. Citizens also expressed their solidarity with the peoples of Syria, Lebanon, and Cuba and Venezuela in the face of the imperialist pretensions of the West. And Spanish citizens demonstrated in Madrid to demand self-determination for the people of Western Sahara. More than 1,000 people took part in a demonstration on the central street of Atocha, accompanied by banners condemning the Moroccan proposal that rejects the independence of Western Sahara and limits itself to give autonomy to this territory. In turn, the spokesman of the United Left, Enrique Santiago, pointed out that the government of Pedro Sanchez betrayed the Sahrawi people and violated international law by handing over Western Sahara to the Moroccan government. In this regard, he asked to guarantee the right to self-determination of the Sahrawi people by holding a referendum that would allow them to decide on their independence.